people who are annoying to get gifts for. We all know them, we all love them, whether they're family or friends. People who just, they're difficult to buy gifts for as much as you love them, right? They're difficult. You know, sometimes you look at them and you wonder, or you ask them, have a litmus test. How do you feel about puppies? How do you feel about kittens? Like, what do you feel inside when you look at fluffy little puppies? Do you feel nothing? Those are the type of people I'm talking about. I'm just saying this in jest, but also I'm kind of really not. We all know the type. Things are too exotic for them. Things are too common for them. They're just a little bit difficult to shop for. But yet we love them. They're family friends. So we make an effort to give them what they like or what they don't hate. So I have 5 fragrances. Well, technically 6 fragrance. Well, you'll see why I say 6. Fragrances we can get for them that they may like or may not hate. So let's just get into it. And I'm gonna cook myself some dinner. I'm still full from yesterday, imagine that. So I'm just gonna eat a little bit of leftovers, and the only thing I'll be doing right now is just sauteing some fresh vegetables, which is some spinach with some onion and a little ginger. If you don't like ginger, it does help with digestion, so it helps keep your tummy flat. Obviously in conjunction with other stuff, just on its own doesn't do it. It helps with the bloating though. So obviously in conjunction with exercise and eating right, it helps keep the bloat down and keep your tummy flat. So it's the holiday season, so you might want to throw some ginger into your diet. So enough chitty chat. Hi Habibi, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I always appreciate you. We're just gonna hop right in. I'm gonna turn the stove on. I'm using the same oil that I always do. Just give me 1 second to just put this on and turn on the stove. Okay, so the first one up that we're gonna cover is a budget one, okay? This is the one. This is from Swiss Arabian. It's Shaghaf Oud Azraq. So when people usually think of Swiss Arabian, they think of the original oud. I forgot what it's called. The original one in the gold bottle. I'm blanking on it. I feel like that one's, I want to say common because it's still pretty exotic for most people, but it's the one that most people might give. But Oud Azraq, I feel like it's still a good medium for even finicky people. And if you're in college, because for some reason I have some college, age people watching me, and I know you're probably broke. So I'll keep you in mind, and I'm not saying you're judgmental. I was broke for a very long time. So you might want to consider this. I think you can get it for like $30, $35 on Joma Shop, and there should be other websites with it by now. What is this? For me, it's vanilla. Oh God, it's so good. It is so bloody good. It's honey, vanilla, spice, and there is some woods in there. It's very resiny. And I heard a lot of people say that there's oud in here, and it says it in the name oud, and it says it in the notes, but I don't get any oud, and I think it might be because I'm a female, because of my hormones. I don't get any oud. I get wood, but I don't even get any resemblance of oud at all. It plays primarily very sweet on my skin, but not cloyingly sweet. I'm gonna save this for later. Yeah, it's just the right amount of sweet, the right amount of spice. It is perfectly unisex. Unisex if you don't mind sweet scents. The spice in there is just perfect, and apparently it's very similar to Montal honey oud. I personally haven't smelt it, but it seems that's what the data is showing on Fragrantica, and that's what I'm hearing. But there's also people on Fragrantica also saying that that's not what it's similar to. But whatever the case is, it is amazing on its own, and I feel like it is pleasant enough and special enough, but yet easy to get with for those people who are finicky with their smells. And it's appropriate for the winter without being too heavy. I just love wearing this, and it also layers really well under other things, like for example, Apres by Ersesi. When you put that together, you're literally gonna smell delicious. Like when I wore that combination, I was in my kitchen, I was literally asked if I was baking something. I was not baking anything, it was me. That's how delicious it smelled. So first one up is Shaghaf Oud Azraq for around $30 for a finicky person in your life. Okay, so the next one up is a little bit more pricey. I think it's about $120 to $140. You can get this at Lucky Scent, and I think you can also get it at Joma Shop. It is Thomas Kosmala, number 4, Apres l'Amour, Eau de Parfum. So I have to pronounce as I read. So this is what it looks like, and yes, So this is a really easy one to just wear, even if it's just one. Oopsie, I have to finish chopping this. It's just easy to wear. It's like Baccarat Rouge 540, but better. And I'm not crapping on Baccarat Rouge 540. It is very pivotal in its time. Right now, it's very popular, but for when it was very pivotal. It was paradigm shifting almost. And I don't know, I still like it. I layer it a lot, but anyway, this is better. There's no ambergris note listed in here, but I get this beautiful ambergris, and it just adds this. Okay, here it is. Whereas Baccarat Rouge can be a little astringent, a little medicinal for some people. I mean, not for me, but I can understand where people are coming from with this. And maybe even a little metallic. I think that's what people say sometimes it reminds them of what did they say, like a office, a dentist office or a medical office or something like that. But for me, I don't get that. But if that is a problem you have with it, or you're one of those people that go anosmic to Baccarat, and I do sometimes too. Like I'll smell it, then I don't, and then like 5 hours later, I catch a whiff of Baccarat, and I'm like, oh my God. But take that, add it on steroids. And I don't mean like in an obnoxious way. Whereas that is astringent, medicinal, think of like a little bit of sharp lines, because there's also fluorescence in there. Take it, make it fluffy, okay? Add this intoxicating skin-like sweetness. Good God, you will not go anosmic to this. I'm talking 10 to 12 hours later, Habibi, 10 to 12 hours later, you will be smelt with this. And you really kind of don't need more than a few sprays with this. And this is a beautiful, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a beautiful base to put on for anything, right? If you just put one here, one there, you can pair it with any bloody perfume and it will be good. This is a bloody compliment magnet. So for the people who want something beautiful like Baccarat, but they don't want something as overplayed, outplayed as that, and want something of their own, and want something unique, right? Because this is Thomas Kosmala. Most people don't know about this, right? Unless you're really into fragrances. And I think they also have it in the cult following section in Scent Bar, which is Lucky Scent. It's just, God, and you know that they love compliments. If you know somebody that loves compliments, just get them this, okay? If you have the budget for it, get this. Number 4, Opera L'Amour, the Parfum, compliment beast for those. And if you don't want compliments, you're still gonna get it, whether you like it or not. And it just goes beautifully with everything else. Now, for the next one. For those people that every little smell bothers them, or they're very, very finicky with their scents. And generally, to me, I think men can get away with this if you like floral scents, because it's just a really pleasant smell. But generally, I've noticed females are very finicky with their scents. Not all, I mean, some, right? Every little scent annoys them. They don't like this, they don't like this, they don't like that, right? They complain about every little thing. Rose silence. That'll silence them, literally. Rose silence. I mean, to not like this perfume, I don't know what to tell you. You don't like this perfume, you got issues. I'm sorry. No offense, but you got some issues if you don't like this. It's so pleasant. It's literally a little fruity. It's like a watery rose, like maybe like rose water in there, or like rose petals. Musky, soft, creamy, a little closer to the skin, but if somebody's in your presence, they can still smell you. There's a translucency, but fluffiness to this, yet it has presence in your personal space, and you get wafts of it as you're moving, and it is just so comforting. It is so comforting. The days where I kind of want to wear something, but don't also want to wear something, more for myself, but if you're in my personal space, you will smell me. These are for those people that every little thing bloody annoys them, okay? So if you know somebody like that, so I'm just gonna chop off a little piece of this. Just a little piece of the ginger. Yeah, so I feel like for people like that, where every bloody smell annoys them, they're gonna like this. And it's still unique enough, because Miller Harris, I think it's still pretty popular, but not Rose Silence. I think Scherzo or whatever. But I feel like just in general, in the frag-com community, Miller Harris is known. But for the general, normal public, well-functioning, because let's get real, we collect perfumes, so we're a little off in the head. So, you see what I just did there? Anyway, so for normal people, when this will be novelty, right? Miller Harris. And for the people that are sensitive to smells, which is very finicky, I can't imagine them not liking it. So I think you might want to look into Miller Harris as an option for them. Now, as an honorable mention, which I'm just adding off the fly right now, is Diptyque Eau Rose EDT, excuse me. It's kind of in this vein. It's a translucent, watery rose with a little bit of fruit. It's hard for me to imagine unless you rank on the psychopathy scale that you won't appreciate something like that, or it won't bother you. In the very least, it won't bother them, if you catch my train of thought here. So maybe they might not love it, as they don't love anything, but they won't hate it. And sometimes with some people, them not hating it is the best thank you can get. Okay, next one that is still available. You can get this in Macy's, pretty much anywhere you can get this. It is Chanel number 19. The toilet. Oh, it's such a pretty scent. And I've mentioned this in a video before. It's going to be hard for me to imagine you not liking this. You may not love it, but you won't not like it, if that makes sense. This Chanel has, I guess, a reputation for being vintage smelling. This is not. First of all, I'm not going to get into that whole conversation because I appreciate vintage scents, but this is a Chanel without aldehydes, and it's the one. They're also different from Mademoiselle. It's different than Coco. It's different than all the little D'Altendre line. It's different than that. So it's still not mainstream. I don't understand why this is still like everybody in the mama doesn't have this. This should be a staple in every woman and every man's collection. I'm sorry, it should be. The toilet one is specific. I don't remember what the perfume smells like, but I can't imagine it's not beautiful. But for finicky people, okay, this doesn't have the aldehydic smell. It smells modern. I don't know how. This was formulated years ago, I think in the 50s or something, by Henry Robert. Bloody brilliant, bloody brilliant. Wait, I'm just gonna quickly open this and rinse it. And even though it is pre-washed, I don't trust it because I'm just very paranoid. So I'm just gonna quickly open it. Oopsie, I should have opened this before, my bad. I'm sorry, 1 second. This is embarrassing. Oh, there we go, I'm just gonna break the seal. And I'm just gonna wash it in this little sieve here. This. I'm just gonna put a little bit here. I'm just gonna go off screen for a little bit and just rinse it. Oh yeah, so Chanel number 19 I think is not gonna make that much. Let's get real, I'm not gonna make that much. I think that's a good amount. It's gonna be good for people that just want to build a perfume collection or really don't have one, but they want an easy growing everyday perfume. I honestly think this will be perfect for them. And again, as in all the other perfumes, even if they don't love it, they won't hate it. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's the best compliment. I don't hate it. We all know the grumpy people. We know them. Don't act like we don't. But we love them anyway, okay? So that's the one. And then we have one more left. So technically there are two, one left. Let me just dump this in there. Give me 1 second. Shake this out a little more. And then I'm going to put in a leftover meat with it. And you know how with spinach, there's so much there, but when you actually cook it, there's only like this much. I love that. Anyways, let me just focus on this for 1 minute. And I'm quickly gonna season it. Okay, quickly season it. Keep it simple, just basic salt, Himalayan salt. Just sweat it out. Black pepper flakes, or excuse me, red pepper flakes. I like it a little peppery. Alrighty, and I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lemon in it, give it a little taste. Alright, now I'm going to let that sweat out. Okay, now the last one is more for something a little bit more formal, right? So I'm going to show two at the same time because I'm going to explain my thought process here. The first one is Amouage Lyric, and the second one is Mizensir Ideal Loud. Now these are rose prominent scents without being rosy, and this is for people who want a bougie gift and you're willing to drop the bank on this. Okay, they're expensive. So for those who want something more fancy and want to give a really fancy gift, these are going to be the ones for you, okay? So Mizensir, Ideal. God, this is one of my favorite perfumes of all time, period. And one of my favorite rose ouds. This, I keep calling it an amicable oud because it's not Audi oud, you know, like oud. It's not like a heavy one. You get a little bit of it, but it's smooth, it's resinous, but it's also creamy. There is rose in here, there's ylang-ylang, there is aromatics in here, and I think it's papyrus in there, and I feel like there's musk in here, but it's just so well composed, so it's not rose forward, right? You smell the rose in there, you smell it with the aromatics, you smell it with the ylang-ylang. The aromatic is rounded, it doesn't prick through. I mean, this is for the person that you want to give that bougie gift to, that bourgeois, you know? This is that. And I only spray maybe 3-4 at a time, and you don't need that much. And although this isn't a beast, it doesn't push across the room, but it does have presence, if that makes sense. And even like 5-6 hours, you think you can't smell yourself, and then you move, or someone smells you, or you even smell your skin, the presence is still very much there. And if you want to give an aesthetically beautiful gift, I mean, come on now. Come on. I love simple bottles like this. Just how freaking gorgeous is this? And this is good for every day, morning to afternoon to early evening, okay? So for somebody that wants an everyday work safe fragrance, this would be it. Now, if you want to give a present for somebody that has a gap in their collection for an evening scent, a sensual scent, one that will really, if you want to go to a party or a gathering or going on a date and you want something that has a sensual hit, a head-turning hit, it would be this one. This is Amouage Lyric. God, this is... And again, this is the one if you want to give a bourgeois gift, right? You know you're dropping the bank on these, okay? I think they're over $250. Both of them are over $250. I don't remember the price, but they're over $250, okay? So now this one's sensual. Oh my God. It just... This feels kind of like Morticia Adams, but also feels like Princess Diana. So Princess Diana and Morticia were hybrided, made into a hybrid of one. This would be that, because it has the class of Diana, but it also has that beautiful sensual edge of Morticia Adams. This is that. There is rose in it, but again, not rose forward. There is animalics in here. There's this beautiful incense note. There is aromatic. I think I said aromatics. I don't remember the notes in specific. I'm scared to spray it because of the smell of the food. I don't know if I can smell it here. Good God. Good God. Yeah, definitely aromatics. Resiny. The animalics are on the background, but they're purring, right? So it kind of gives that kick, that oomph to the smell. Oh my God. Jeez, I don't understand this. It's so beautiful. And that rose is very prominently there, but it's like a Taif rose because there's a little bit of a green edge to it. Yeah, and I feel like, I think, you know, it is. It has to be a Taif rose, and the reason why I say that, because there's some kind of lemony tinge or a citrus tinge somewhere in there, and it's really hard to smell with, I'm sorry, my cat's sneezing at my feet. Turn this up a little bit. It's just, yeah, I'm smelling a little onion, but God, this is freaking gorgeous. So the person who has a gap in their collection and they want a one beautiful evening scent, and you're willing to drop the bag for that special person in your life, family or friend or whatever, this would be it. So if you want to drop the bag for a beautiful morning scent, that is an amicable exotic, like an everyday amicable exotic. You can wear this every day, even safe for work, with a tinge of exotic, so, but not too much. But if you want to go all out, dark mode for the evening, come on now. Those are your gifts for your finicky people, the ones that you sometimes wonder if they even like animals. Those are the kind of people, but we know them and we love them regardless, because we know they may be cranky on the outside, but they're all soft on the inside. They're like little teddy bears on the inside. But some people are just really weird, not nice people, but we're not talking about those people. We're just talking about people that are a little rough on the outside, rough around the edges, a little cranky, little cranky, a little hard to deal with, but we love them, okay? So just a quick roundup is Shaghaf Oud Azraq for those who are on a budget but still want to give something very impressive, because it also comes in this really beautiful case, like an open and closed case is hard. So it's a really impressive gift to give, and it's about $30, $30 to $35 on Joma Shop. Just Google with your local algorithm and see what website comes up that you trust. what was the next? Oh, yeah, sorry. A little bit more pricey. I think it's about 120, 140. You can get on Lucky Scent, and I think Joma Shop. I think you can get on Joma Shop. Just check. And you can also get it in person at the Scent Bar in New York. Because I saw it there personally. That's why I'm saying you can get it there. For just an easy breezy, beautiful Baccarat, at least Baccarat Rouge in the dust. And Baccarat Rouge is classic for a reason, but this outperforms that in the categories that people did not like, if that makes sense. I adore it though. Next one up, easy peasy. Every day for men and women. Well, this is men and women. All of them are for men and women. EDT. Chanel, still in production. And for those people that hate absolutely everything, everything bothers them. Rose Silence by Miller Harris, or Diptyque Eau Rose EDT. And for the ones that you want to drop the bag and be bourgeois, for people who like something fancy but still are able to get with, it's either Mizensir Ideal Oud for a Rose Oud, that's just perfection, and Amouage Lyric for the evening oomph scent for trouble. Okay, that's all I have for today. I hope that helps somebody somewhere. Either way, I still enjoy making these movies. I'm just going to let that sweat off for 5 more minutes, pull out some chicken breast and put it in there, and just eat and watch some YouTube. Yeah? All right. Let me know if you guys have anything that you think would be good for finicky people. If you're shopping, how's that going? If you're not, how's that going too? And I hope you guys are doing well, and hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. And just a gentle reminder, the sweetest fragrance we will ever wear are not these perfumes, but our behavior. Another gentle reminder to please find somebody things that even for something small and more. Oh, that's my mailman. What was it saying? Oh yes, find somebody to think today, even for something small. More importantly, take a moment to thank God, because if you're here watching this video, that means we made it into yet another day. And even with our trials and tribulations, God is great. Thank you, my friend. Bye.